I know maybe you're ready for this year to be over, but it's not. We still have a few weeks left. And my question to you is this: going into Monday, maybe you're only thinking about this week, but I want to ask you, what's your 100-year plan? I want to know what your 100-year plan is. And you're saying, Mark, I'm not going to be here in 100 years. I might not even be here in 10 years, but that's okay. You can still have a 100-year plan. And I want to share with you why it's so important to have a 100-year plan. But let's just first start out with talking about how people plan. What I've come across, and even I've done it myself when it comes to planning. We think about the week, right? I can't even plan out the week, and you're asking me for a 100-year plan? I can't even plan out my day, and you're asking me for a week plan. Yeah, the planning is weak. That's what it comes down to. And, typically it's just something, it's part of human nature. We tend to struggle when it comes to planning, right? Some of you may be really, really super structured. In fact, I find sometimes the people have too much structure. They end up failing to act. They're like planning, and they never actually pull the trigger and do anything. They just plan. Does that sound familiar? Listen, if you're on here, you come on live, just hit live. If you come on replay, let me know when you come and watch this so that I know you hit it on the replay. And just so you know who I am and what this is, the Daily Dose, episode 257, 260. I don't even know where we're at right now, but my name is Mark Avens. I am your Bulletproof Christian Fitness mentor, and as a mentor and a coach for people, we talk about planning, right? Planning your day, planning your meals, planning your workouts, scheduling, all that type of things. And as I got up this morning and just had some time to reflect, I was thinking about, well, what's going to be my 100-year plan? And you're probably like, why are you even thinking about a 100-year plan? And you see, what I've learned and discovered over time is some of the most successful people, some of the most successful businesses have huge plans, long-term plans. The problem is with most people, especially if they're trying to get healthier, get on a weight loss diet, if you will, get in an exercise program or plan, and the New Year's resolutions and all that, is you're thinking way too short-term, way too short. And the reality is when it comes to our health, that's a lifelong plan, right? So, and even a generational plan, because you could be setting yourself up for success for the next generation and for the next generation and your children and your children's children and all those people. So as the birds heckling me to get to the point, I want to share with you, and really more the insight. You see, some of the best business plans, why do they do a 100-year plan? Because they want their business to last. And I want you to last. That's why I want you to actually write out your 100-year plan. Can you imagine? All right, so what's your 100-year plan? For me, I'm 48. Let's just go practical. I'm 48, and if I live to, let's say, another 48 or 50 years, that would be amazing. But I do know that I want to be healthy. Now, does it mean just I want to just keep my weight off? I just want to exercise a little? No, I want to be able to do things when I get older. I want to be able to still be active and do fun, exciting things. But also think about the next generation and my kids that eventually will hopefully have maybe start their own families, and to be available and present and active and be able to do things with them. And then to be also the good, if you say, steward of my own body, so that my kids see that. And I'm seeing the fruit of that now as my kids see that mom and dad take care of themselves. And they've been seeing that over the past, several years of their life, their entire life. They saw mom and dad took time out of their days to eat fairly healthy, to exercise. And guess what? Now my kids are doing it too. And that's awesome. That's a part of my 100-year plan. So I want to actually challenge you to write out a 100-year plan, to write out what you'd like to see happen in the next 100 years, even if you're not going to be around. I mentioned some of the big businesses like, say, Toyota. I know for a fact Toyota has a 100-year business plan. Why? Because they want the business to last, right? They want generational wealth, if you will. And I want for you generational health. And what that looks like is looking beyond 20 pounds that you need to lose, looking beyond the health New Year's resolutions. Think about this. We have about a planning of about 2 weeks. That's essentially it. So I always talk to people like, hey, okay, your 50-pound weight loss pursuit, your journey is going to be about a 12-month journey with me. And they're like, huh? 12, like a year? Well, my friend did keto. My friend did this program. My friend did the bariatric surgery. My friend did the lap band, and they were able to get it off. And I'll tell you what, that's not a plan. That's basically just a reactionary thing. And it's something like, okay, oh no, I'm overweight. I need to get this off as fast as possible. I need to do it in the next 2 weeks. Boom, let me just do keto. Let me just do this quick fix. Let me just do, why do you think they sell you? Why do you think these programs, these diets, these quick fixes, these shakes, these pills, these potions, these magic bullets, so to speak, things cater to you? Because like that's what our mindset is. Like, okay, I put on 40 pounds over the last 5-10 years and I'm going to do that diet, and that's going to be my solution, Mark. That's going to be all I need. I did it before. I had good results before. No, you didn't, because it's the weight's back on now. And you didn't plan. You only planned for 2 weeks, or maybe you even were strong enough and planned for 2 months, right? Maybe you had that plan for 2 months. Maybe you even did pretty good for about 6 months, and then you just stopped, because then all you did was plan for that 6 months. Now I'm going to challenge you to plan for the next 100 years. It's Monday, right? Monday. And you're like, no, Mark, let me just get through 2020. It's been one hell of a year. I hear you. I know. I'm praying. I've prayed. I'm praying for you. It's been a hard year for a lot of people. And I would say you can focus on what already has happened, but the reality is what's happened is happened. It's already done. It's in the past. You got to put the past behind you. Look in the future. Now, I don't want you to get worried about the next 100 years. I don't want you to get stressed and have all that anxiety. I want you to plan out what you can control. And there are a lot of things that you can control. You can control what goes in your mouth. You can control whether or not you exercise. You can control whether or not you put on the TV and watch the news. You can control what the people that you surround yourself with. You can control the time you go to bed. You can control the time you get up. You can control the job that you have. If you've been in a job for a long time and you hate it, that's your choice to stay in that job, right? If you are choosing to stay overweight, that's your choice to do that. If you want a 100-year plan that's going to be overweight for the rest of your life and the next generation, to see that and say, that's normal. That's what grandpa did. He stayed overweight his life. That's what I should do. And that's what my kids should do. You don't need to be active. You can sit around and watch TV and call yourself the victim. And then if that's your choice, that's your choice. But the next 100 years, at least plan it out. At least plan it out. That's all I got. Take care. Now listen, if you like this message, there's more to come. I do a daily dose every morning at 8 a.m. And as your Bulletproof Christian Fitness mentor, if you are like feeling like you got shot down this year, if you want to bulletproof some habits, if you want to build out a plan for 2021 and maybe 2031 and maybe 2041, and you want to get around a coach who actually has practical experience, who has a proven success formula, now is the time at the end of the year. This truly is the time to get on board with me. It is absolutely the lowest possible investment you would ever need to make for my program, to get in my world, to get in on a program that's going to not only just help you lose that 20 pounds or 30 pounds or 40 pounds, but it's going to set you up for habits that you can actually live for a lifetime, and you can work on that plan, that 100-year plan. But what we'll start is the first 3 months, and then the next 3 months, and then the next 3 months, and we'll work out a short-term plan, help get you that weight off, no problem. And then we'll work on a plan that could build you into the best plan for your 100-year plan, right? That's what you want. Figure out what your 100-year plan is. You're like, Mark, I just want to get through this. You're thinking too small. It's time to start thinking larger. It's time to level up. If you don't level up in life, guess what's going to happen? You're just going to simply level off and fall off. And I don't want that for you. So happy Monday. Take care. Have a blessed one. I'd love to hear your comments down below. And I'd love to do whatever I can to help. Take care.